Hey, hey, hey! Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. This is Dr. Runkelawal. Welcome to my channel where I basically just talk about whatever it is that I feel like talking about at whatever time. So today, I'll talk about success. And I'm going to call this video Success You Can Never Fail, which is a chapter from one of the books I'm currently reading. I love the book so much, and the book is A Happy Pocket Full of Money. So I'm going to read the prefatory section of the book, and then I'm going to just tell like what happened today. I was reading this book yesterday night before I fell asleep, and today was a literal manifestation of the concept I was reading in the book. So the book says concerning wealth. I think the book is more about money, but this applies to other areas of life too. So the book says concerning wealth, no condition has been more misrepresented than success and failure. Many people think you can either succeed or fail. Well, failure is yes another illusion, and success is all that there is. And that's like the main point of this video. Like success is all that there is. There is such a profound truth. This is such a profound truth that should make like you should make every effort to understand it. All of life is success, full of successive moments. Okay, so that's the part. And I'm going to just let me just put this somewhere and grab my notebook. Okay, so um the main fact that this is something we've been hearing, like I'm sure you've heard it before, like, oh, success is all you are, blah 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 blah. But I just it's not like I'm not just understanding it, but the next level of understanding something, which is embodiment, when like it happens, and you realize that this is not just information that you know, this is not wisdom that you have, this is who you are. And so that's what happened to me today. So before I start, I want to reiterate the concept of success that I believe based on my experience, and which is that success and failure are like two sides of like the same coin. Just like maybe we are picking a thermometer, and on one side is hot and the other side is cold. That's the same way, like when you look at your life, one side like you is it's like a spectrum, and then maybe success, failure in code is on one side, and then success is on the other side, meaning that most times you actually really have to like have like successful experiences. Some people will like look at it as failure, but they're just like steps and experiences that are really taking you to where you actually prefer to be. And most of the time you encounter so much on that journey that if you start to look at it negatively, you might start to lose some of the knowledge, some of the wisdom that you should have gained. Hi. Hi, Mercy. I didn't think anybody would be coming here. Hi, Mercy, how are you doing? Welcome. So, I was just about to, talk about a story that it really inspired me. Mercy, I think I shared with you earlier today that I got some news that I wasn't really so enthusiastic about, and it was about one of the schools that my son was trying to get in, one of the top secondary schools in Nigeria that he was trying to get in. And I got news today that he didn't make the cut. And I wasn't really so happy because I really wanted him to go and all of that. And my son is really good. Like in any room, my son is like top best. But this school, they are really strict, and they had some age requirements which my son did not make. But I said, let us just shoot our shots. So we did. So when we didn't get him, I was like, okay, it's probably the age thing that cut us off. So I didn't know. When I got home, I was at work when I found that, and when I got home I didn't know. So I tried to process it because I felt a little off. I couldn't really focus, but I just told myself, I shared this with Messi. I just like said something like, okay, your way, God, not my way, your time, not my time, which is one thing I say when life is not really going the way I want to. Like I have my preferences, but I like to always defer to God. So I just said, God, Okay, all right. I don't really. I would rather this had gone the other way. But if this is the way it's supposed to go, well, your way, not my way. Your time, not my time. So I kept saying that to myself over and over again. And by the time I got off work, I was feeling so much, so much better. So when I got home, it was with cheer. I was like, okay, well, fair. I have something to tell you. And when I said, oh, you didn't get it, he was like, oh, because we were all really, really, really like rooting, like everybody from his grandparents to all his aunties, everybody. In fact, his grandparents had already even given him like pocket money to go to the school, but it didn't work out. So I shared this with him, and I was really hoping that, oh, okay, I hope he doesn't really see it as a failure. I hope, he will take it well, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, so I want to like make sure that he takes it the wrong way. And one of the people who were with us on the journey already told me that, like, I know he's going to be fine because he has a supportive mom. I'm like, okay, yes, it does, but I'm not going to live this life for him. So I was still a little worried. But about about 10-15 minutes after I told him, my son just came and had this look on his face and said, this changes everything. This changes all my plans. And I was like, okay, where is he going with this? And then he said that this means I'll be around at home for Auntie Joke's convocation in November, for Auntie Labelle's convocation in November, and then I'll be there for your birthday in November as well. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't think I have to worry about this one. I don't think this one is going to take anything to heart as if it's a failure or as if, oh, he's not less than. And in that moment, I was happy, I was relieved, and I knew that him being so positive, him being able to draw out the good side of the otherwise something that would have otherwise been like bad news was something that he had seen me do. So yeah, I'm going to like take a little credit for that. Something he had like seen me do for the 11 years that he's been alive. Like he has seen me turn around the most horrific situations, and he has been with me every step of the way, and which was one of the things I was going to miss about him if he had gone to boarding school anyways. So now, well, he's going to be at home like for the next phase. Well, we don't know what's going to happen yet, but for now he's still staying at home. So I believe that he has like seen me like basically on the hot seat, like something was really happening, and that mommy didn't like, and so how did mommy take it? And I feel like that kind of like rubs off on not just children, but everybody around us, around me. So I was really happy that that's something that I already like embody in the way that I have. And I was reading about it yesterday night, like I said earlier, and then it happened. And for me, it took me like a few hours to like wrap my head around it. I didn't like it, but like yeah, I said all my stuff, and then I made my peace with it. And then for my son, I think my son actually made his peace with it way faster than I did, and I'm so proud. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to hop on here and share. So um I wrote here that failure, the things that we consider failure, just like learning opportunities, they're just experiences. And this particular story that I just told you, excuse me, is so like it just like encompasses all of these things. Like failures are like opportunities. They're like things that challenge you, things that help you learn, things that just expose you, and that has been um the case with this journey, because we had to like take a trip to the extreme end of the country that me and my son had never been before. We were exposed to food that we had never like eaten, people, languages that we had no idea, new people, we made friends. It was awesome. So, and I think that is what we are going to be taking away from this whole experience. Honestly, traveling, going all the way, taking my son, he just he blew my mind basically. He blew my mind. So and that's what things that you would be looking at as failures, that's what they do. If only you just have the grace or have the insight or the foresight or whatever to see it from this other perspective, which is really awesome. And once you do, you never have to like fail in your life, and that's the best part. Like everything will be like, oh my god, it didn't work out, but it was such a great learning opportunity. It was so, it challenged me. I was able to like stretch. I was able to say things in a new way, and that just adds to you, and just that just pushes you like a little up the ladder of success. Like, so, which is exactly what that book was saying when it said that success is all we are. Like at the end of the day, failure is not even a thing. It's just like some things you just encounter on the way to the main thing. So at the end of the day, you never really have to fail in your life if you don't want to, like if you don't see it that way. If you always see it as I'm saying it, as my son try to say it, then like you can imagine life can be really really um so good, so good, so good. So um yes, so at the end of the day, let me just close this because it's already like 11 minutes. All right, I wanted this to be very short. So at the end of the day, I want to end with this, and that is the fact that everything serves. Everything serves. You are everything God says you are, which is abundant, joyful, healthy, and all of those things. So if along the line you start to experience things that are not all these things, you need to see that that is like just um milestones on the road to you being all of that which God has said you are. So you need to really start to see it that way, and I hope that that works. But honestly, good things happen when you start to see things that way. So let me just end it here before I ramble on too much. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'll be doing more of this every day. I think I prefer like live videos to pre-recorded videos, and I'm hoping that over time I'll do stuff where I can interact, more people can come online, we can discuss, I can gist, and you can I can answer questions because I really love that. I love that. So please try it easy. Try easy, try easy, try easy. Whatever you do, make sure you that every day you try easier and easier and easier every day. That's what I do, and that's what I wish for everybody. So next time, bye. Okay, I don't know how to end this.